This is now after they had their big summer sale just ended a couple days ago. I think all the systems and stuff have one. So right now we'll look at these little. I don't really care about the add-on sale, to be honest with you. So I will go to the deepest discounts. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League for $7. That's 90% off. I think a lot of people didn't like this game. The Metro Saga bundle for $9 is a good deal. Psychonauts 2. I always forget they made a second Psychonauts. $9. I'm pretty sure I did not play the first one. First one was an Xbox original. Mortal Kombat 11, one of those games that always goes on sale. Like anytime there's a sale, Mortal Kombat 11 is on sale. $2 for Agony. Only 3 screenshots. This is another one that's on sale a ton. What's this? Memories Retold. Young photographer leaves Canada to join the Western Front in Europe, so that's during World War I. Looks like a painting almost. Argonoid Eternal Battle for $2. I loved Argonoid. I played Argonoid a lot on the NES back in the day. This looks like this is like original Argonoid here. And this is, I guess, this is like a Pac-Man, whatever that Pac-Man was, where they like beefed up Pac-Man, make it more modern looking. Assassin's Creed Origins, $9. I never heard of this. What's this? A choice-driven isometric action adventure with RPG elements and a unique duality system affecting combat, story, dialogue, puzzles. Batman Arkham Knight is another one. It's always going to be $3. Honestly, I love the first one. I loved Arkham Asylum. Played it on 360, completed it. I played some of Arkham City, and it was still cool, but I don't know. It was a little too much for me. I like that Asylum was more contained. And then they opened it up. The gameplay was still there and everything was fine, the combat and stuff, but I don't know. I liked it more contained to like that just Arkham Asylum. You know, you had different areas, but it wasn't a big open city. Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai 2. Even. Oh, shit. Never played them. I own Riptide Definitive Edition. I do not own. These also always go on sale. The Dead Islands. I always want to pick the first. I love the first one. I remember I had it on pre-order, got it back, and I think it was 2011. It came out September 2011. It was such a cool fucking game. And then Riptide kind of got shit on, but I liked Riptide. It was pretty much the same fucking thing. I don't know why I got shit on. And I even liked that other one. I did a gameplay of it, I believe. Escape Dead Island, was it called? It was more like, it was like a combat heavy game in third person. It wasn't the greatest game, but I enjoyed it still. I don't know. But this game for me was so classic, man. I love the environment. It was just a cool game. These are the 4 characters you can use. I'm pretty sure they're all back in Riptide as Maybe they added somebody. And this is like a, what is this? Is it like an 8-bit, 16-bit, I should say, looking game. Yeah, it's like a beat 'em up. I mean, 74 cents. It's only $5 normally. This is another one I'm always looking at. This is a point and click game, I believe. This game came out. It was, I guess, on the PC as well, but it was on the original Xbox. I think it was called The Longest Journey. I don't know, actually, if it's the same thing. I don't know if it's a remake of that or not. I don't feel like looking. Here's Far Cry 5. I talked about Far Cry 5 a ton. I think Far Cry 5 is awesome. The game world is incredible. Does it take place in Montana? Yeah, Montana. But, man, I thought... And it was one of those games where they were like, you were really kind of the bad guy. Which made no sense to me. It made a ton more sense in Far Cry 4. Especially the way you can end Far Cry 4 in 5 minutes. If you follow the dude back to his place, and then you get, I think you get your mother's ashes or whatever it was. And they have like an ending there. Obviously, you'd want to go back and play the real game. But the people you're fighting with and for in Far Cry 4, like, they're messed up as well. This one, his group, the brother, the sisters and stuff, they were right with the Doomsday thing, spoilers, but they sucked. Like, they were assholes. Like, they were scumbag characters. Like, and also, the first guy, the one brother, hokey as shit. The main guy, hokey. The one brother who was like the war veteran, and the sister with the drugs. Those were both cool. The other two were just hokey and cheesy to me. I don't know. Whoops. So, but still, the game was still great. It's Far Cry. But it just, I don't know, they were trying to make it seem like it was some kind of deep story. It wasn't. Where was I? I was down here in Far Cry. Injustice 2, always on sale. I got that for actually cheaper at GameStop. King's Bounty 2, I have this on the PS4. I always want to play it, but I don't. I used to love this game, the first one on the Sega Genesis. And it has a similar feel to that original game. They're turn-based games, where you have like your units and stuff. Turn-based strategy. I'm just gonna blow through some of this shit. What's this? 90 cents for the murder mystery machine. It's always nice seeing something you don't recognize on here because, you, like I said, you're so used to seeing Batman Arkham Knight, freaking, Injustice, Mortal Kombat. I wouldn't be surprised if Murdered Soul Suspects on here, or Deus Ex. Huh. Join a district crime agency in this isometric modern and noir deduction thriller. I mean, you can't go wrong if I keep doing that. You can't go wrong for a bug. That's how Steam gets you too. You're like, yeah, you can't go wrong for a buck. And then you purchase $20. You get like 50 games for $20, but you're like, I'm never gonna play these. There's another one that always goes on sale. That's an older. That was like an old. Is that like a remake? Because that was like a 360 game, wasn't it? PS3. Oh, my controllers. I have the drift to the point where the joystick just does what it wants. I've probably said that before. Was that Port Royale 3 for the 360? There's Rogues. Wow, that's a great deal. I know this does not work on the. I mean, I have it on the PS5, but it does not work. Oh, it says optimized. Oddly, oh, you can play, I guess, on the Xbox One with cloud gaming. I don't know how that would run. For $6 though, incredible fucking game. This is another game I always look at, The Rustler. It's like a top-down GTA, yes, GTA style game, as it says right there, in medieval times. I always look at this one. I can't even sit through the beginning of these trailers. I'm just like, immediately show me gameplay. And they don't. Oh, it's not playable on here. You're not playing it. I like that it tells you that, though. Instead of after you buying it. Watch Dogs 2 and 3. We Happy Few. I have this. This is a cool game. I think I talked about this before. What is it on sale for? It probably won't tell me. No, 99 cents. Buy this game if you're into kind of point and click adventure type games where you gotta solve puzzles and figure things out. It's a cool game, especially for $1. That's the end of this. Let's take a look at this THQ Nordic and HandyGames sale. What do we got on here? Is it me, or did the the Darksiders series just fall off a cliff and disappear? They made this one. People love the first. I don't know how much. I think the second one was well received. I don't know how this one was received, but this came out and then it kind of disappeared. And that was it. I think they redid the other ones or remastered them. AEW Fight Forever. This is another game that people were pumped for. It came out. They're supposed to be the old school wrestling games. It came out, people shit on it, and then it kind of just kind of faded. This is a game I have, Biomutant. Played a little. It's pretty cool, but Alone in the Dark for $25. Trying 5. Obviously, I have that installed. I have this game. This looks like a lot of AEW content packs type stuff. Wow, they got the original. Oh no, you can get the costumes of the original and play them in the new version. Another 360 game, a couple 360. There's the original Darksiders. $5. Yeah, like people love this game. It's like kind of a Zelda type game. So this has all of them. Yeah, there's a remastered. Hell, they have the original Destroy All Humans for the Xbox, but not the remake. They do have the second remake on here. This is always a game I looked at too, because it was always cheap on Amazon. Never bought it, obviously, but it seemed interesting. I don't know. I read some reviews that were like, it's kind of a bland world. If anyone's played it, let me know how it is. I probably asked that like 5 years ago. Full Spectrum Warrior. I remember this game when it came out. Hey, going back probably 20 plus. That probably came out in like 03. This is another weird game that they gave like a remaster to. It was supposed to be a pretty good game. Wasn't this Kurt Schilling's game company that completely went under because I guess he doesn't know how to handle money well or something? I don't know. But they are no. They just made this game and that was it. It's supposed to be pretty good though, but whoa, controller's spazzing out again. I apologize. That's it. Controller just spazzing. Decent Xbox 360 action. These are games I always looked at as well. Risen and Risen 2. Back when I had the 360 and I was looking for cheap games because they were cheap. They're like, I think, kind of Elder Scrolls type games, but in a more of a pirate setting. This is a cool. I played the shit out of this game on the PS3, Sacred 2. It's like a top-down Diablo gauntlet, that shit. That was fun. This game kind of tanked. I remember this game too. The outfit. This was like they tried to make a big deal out of this. I never played it personally, but I think it was like 4-player, like kind of co-op. Not much going on there. Let's check out QuakeCon. Here we go. 8:13 this ends. There's Oblivion Remastered. I gotta go back to that. There's Indy. I gotta finish Indy. Fantastic game though. I was set between the events of Raiders Lost Ark and Last Crusade. Can't go wrong with Doom for $4. What's Doom Eternal? 10. Doom 64 for 2. Never played it. Whoops. I always go back too far. I am under cliches on here if anybody wants to add me. God, I'll go backwards. Doom 3, $4. That was originally on the Xbox and PC, I would assume. A lot of Doom stuff. There's a couple Fallouts. I already have this. I picked this up for the, I had played it. I had it on disc and then I had sold it and then I picked up the Game of the Year edition because I wanted to play the DLC. $2.50 for Fallout 3, $5 for New Vegas. I played some of the first Rage and wasn't into it, but I loved Rage too. I completed it. I think I played it on Game Pass actually. It was fun. Elder Scrolls Special Edition. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus, great game. The New Order was also really good. Never played this one. Oops. Looks like it's a bunch of the same. Cool shooters, you know, just like the originals back in the day. Oh, this one I never played either. Youngblood. I thought, I was like, Old Blood sounded familiar, but I'm like, I thought there was another one. So we got Old Blood, Young Blood, True Blood. Looks like the same kind of stuff. Laser Flop, Supermax. $5. Was that the end of that? What else we got down here? Yes, I was playing that Frozen game. I talked about it. What do we got here? I like when they give you some recommendations after you play something. I was looking, what's this? Thriller set in Taiwan. These are the kind of games I enjoy. I like these kind of like thriller games. Cats and the Other Lie. So there's a lot of cat games now. I'm sure they sell well, even if they suck. Another 2D game. Your 2D game is a cat. Why does this sound familiar to me? Investigator of the Paranormal. Creepy Tale. It's funny, I'll still look for like Xbox stuff, like if it's cheap, and play it because you kind of like a way out too, because I love those sweet achievement points. Shipwreck Escape. Interesting. Here's another one. Cat in the Ghostly Road. Point and click, nice. Nice. You can find a lot of gems on here, these indie games. If you know, sometimes you get it's almost kind of like you almost have to just try it, and you can look at the reviews as well. But like, you almost like hit and miss. You know, you find some good ones, some bad ones. Same thing with anything else, right? AAA games, AA games, whatever you want to say. You know, there's a lot of cat stuff here. Dr. Cat. What's this? The Renovator Origins. It looked like a pretty creepy little shot there. I don't think this is... Oh, look at that. Creepy. Is this playable on here, did it say? It is, but it's optimized for the Series XS. Let me look at see if they added anything to Game Pass. I ain't paying $20. I've exhausted all my $1 a month trial things. 10 for the core. See, it says this here, but let's see. Nope. Don't tease me with that, even though I already used that like 20 times over the past 5 years. Some kind of noise outside. Usually you can... But anyway, I want to inspect that noise real quick, but this is another browsing. It wasn't a great browsing rate because it's not... If I did it during the big summer sale, it would have been a ton more games, and I don't really want to look at the add-on stuff that much. Just add-ons for things, but anyway, yeah, this is another browsing the Xbox store vid. I'll probably do a